Good morning. This is Waylon. I wanted to discuss sort of the Buddhist approach to dealing with depression or defeat, which is something we all go through all the time. Maybe we don't go through it daily. Maybe we don't go through it for a week or two or a month or two, but we all encounter defeat and momentary or daily, everyday depression. Now that's distinguished from chemical-related depression where you may need to seek, professional help. But in terms of the human experience, we all go through defeat and depression. I went through it yesterday, and I wanted to offer just a few obvious reminders that are not obvious when you're in that state of mind. You close down physically, you look down, you stop looking out and up. So the advice from a kind of mindful point of view is get in nature, look up and out, force yourself to breathe, meaning going for a walk, biking, anything where you have to kind of breathe, because breathing helps us process. When you realize that you're slumping or closing down, try to sit up, look out. Try to avoid negative habitual patterns. So if your habitual pattern, like mine, can be to, eat 3 pints of Cherry Garcia in a vain effort to make yourself feel pleasure, to feel better, get away from that. And what helped me yesterday is I went to a cafe. I just skipped lunch. I wasn't hungry. I went to a cafe where I knew there would be community and some sense of caring and resources, people asking me how I am, an ability to kind of process what I was going through. I was with my wife. Luckily, she was incredibly kind and caring, even though a lot of what I was going through was about us and not about our relationship, but about our future and trying to make sure our family would be okay. She could have been caught up in fear or anger or resentment or any of those things. Instead, she just cared about me, and that was incredibly helpful. We don't always have that. Sometimes when we need help most, our best friends or loved ones are also going through stuff and make it even worse, out of their fear, out of their anger, out of their self-concern, which we all have. And then just being willing to kind of process, to talk it through with people when they asked, was so helpful. I ran into my longtime friend Chris, and he just, was asking me what's going on, what blah, 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 and just talking through it was so helpful. And then I think things like physical touch can be very helpful. So they say, just petting a dog, giving someone a hug or getting a hug. It's okay to ask for help. And finally, and most importantly, meditation, which we teach on Elephant Journal. If you search meditation instruction, Elephant Journal, meditation for stress, elephantjournal.com, you'll find it. It's so helpful. You just take a great posture, you dedicate the merit, so it's not all about us. You find your breath, and your eyes can be open in basic Buddhist meditation. We're not trying to shut anything out, but your eyes can be like 45 degrees. We're also trying not to be totally distracted when we find ourselves thinking. We just return to the breath. No big deal. Probably not as tough a breath as that. Just your normal breath. For me, I was sighing with some sense of relaxation. You'll find yourself relaxing as you do it. And that's why we cry ultimately when we break through, when we connect with someone we love. There's a sense of unburdening or relaxation. So know that you're not alone. Know that a lot of people who work their butts off and are ethical and good people are also freaked out about the state of the U.S. and our world. And people are working so hard to just try to get through the week to try to fulfill their dreams. And it seems, at least to me yesterday, it felt like the world is rewarding the unethical, the greedy, the craven, the bullies, the thieves, instead of those like 99% of us who are trying to live a good life and be good for others and good for our planet, good for our community. Big luck, and Big love to everyone.